Alrighty, this is the rig for 2021. This is just an old rusty oil tank that I turned into an evaporator. This is not my idea. I've seen this idea online over the years and I've always wanted to try it myself, and it ended up being easier to build than I expected. It was a matter of making some long cuts, long straight cuts with an angle grinder, and then a little bit of welding. And I am by no means a welder. In fact, this is my first time ever welding, and it turned out okay. You'll see some of these welds are pretty crusty looking, but it holds together fine, so I'm happy with it. But yeah, it's been very efficient, and I think it looks good considering it is an oil tank. But I've got about, let's see, 60, maybe 70 gallons to go through yet today. But I just wanted to take a quick moment to go over what it took to build this evaporator, cost, parts, all that kind of stuff. So this evaporator cost me around $200 to build, not counting the pan sitting on top. I will say a lot of the stuff that I bought to build this, you could potentially get for free. For example, the oil tank itself here, I bought for $50, which is a great example of something I could have gotten for free. There's tons of these things on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, all that. People just want to get rid of them. So in hindsight, I wish I would have shopped around a little bit more and gotten that for free, but it is what it is. So $50 for the oil tank, and then the door here and the damper in back came as part of a barrel stove kit. You can get those at Menards for $50 and pretty easy to install, and they look real nice. The angle iron here that's welded on the edges there to support the pan, I got that. I was able to salvage that for free. It was a matter of, cutting this off the front and then welding that to create that chimney there. So the oil tank, when I bought it, did not have legs, so I slapped these foot-long legs on there with 3 or 4 inch floor flanges under the gravel there. This fan here is just an old bathroom fan. I've got the exhaust hooked up to the firebox there, so it gets plenty of oxygen in there, and you can keep the door shut and the fire runs great. And then this was a really nice addition to it. I bought this flat wood stove gasket, and that the pan rests on top of that, and it seals it up really nicely so you don't get any smoke leaking out under the pan. So it worked really nicely. Now for the pan setup, I've got a preheater pan back here. Add fresh sap to that and then drip it into the main pan. This is a 2x4 pan, and with that preheater I'm able to keep a constant boil going, because otherwise you have to add fresh sap to the big pan and that kills the boil every time. So this really helps with efficiency. And let's see, stovepipe, that's pretty cheap stuff. Didn't cost too much to get that chimney set up there. But anyways, yeah, this is the setup for this year. Been really pleased with it. Pretty simple, straightforward setup, but it works really well, and I hope to get good use out of it over the years. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say.